EA Sports, within the game.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? Everything want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worry about.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Yellow!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at about... So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Easy.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go draw play to McKinnon.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey, rip list. 43! 43! Yellow!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Hey, 57.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start by running the option to the right.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Hurts.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go now.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
15. Attack.
Mahomes now on first down. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
41 yards.
and the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target,
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
and we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
He'll get this to about the 38.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on.
From the 38, Hurts.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts sets up to throw it. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw again on second down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Ready, set.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Hurts fumbles it.
But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, a touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over, because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Got it. Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
57 colors.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ready?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go
So
now.
the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run with Sanders. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. 20.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Mahomes.
The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass complete, Goddard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Let's go.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Second and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. Warrior 70. Go.
They'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
They go play action with Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done.
Wow. Overtime, huh? Yes. Whew.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone.
No way to fucking tackle right. What the fuck, man?
That one a
Damn.
61-yard touchdown.
Dive before the guy. Well, I'm gonna go 10 yards behind him. I'm gonna not tackle at all. What the hell?
Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home and
I
overtime.
hate it when that happens.
I agree with that, and their unhappiness.
It's a good game though.
Guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean,
Oh shit! I forgot to change the playoffs. We each get a turn. Forgot about that.
finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy.
It's all because the Bills cried.
Won this one on the road. They sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things,
I can't say much because the Chiefs cried the year before that. So. All right, let's see what I can do.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Catch is made by Hardman. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself.
Wow,
Instead,
we're pretty even.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by
Almost messed up though.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Sanders, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Hurts. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Hey, Sunday. Yellow. Here we go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More.
Travis Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.